Hey guys, so today I'm going to be bringing you my first impressions on One Punch Man. However, first I would like to say, if you are wondering where the Vinland Saga reviews have been, all I have to say is that I've been reading through Death Note. I want to get a review for that out soon. After that, my plan is to just read all of the Vinland Saga I own and just keep releasing videos about it. So if you are looking for those, then you can expect to see them maybe around the last week of September. So the manga series One Punch Man has been getting a lot of buzz recently because it is being adapted into an anime series this October. Now, it originally started as a webcomic in 2009, and believe it or not, I actually heard about it back then. Yeah, it's not very common for an 11-year-old Canadian kid to know about some obscure Japanese comic, but I had actually heard about it somewhere. I don't know where, but I do remember when it first came out seeing something about it. And ever since then, I knew it existed, but I never bothered to check it out until now. Because at the beginning of September, Viz released the first 2 volumes at the same time. That's pretty awesome, Viz. You need to do that more often. So I did pick up the first 2 volumes. You'll see them in my pickups video. But today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the first volume, which is all I read so far. I won't be reviewing this volume by volume. However, if I do really like the series and decide to catch up online, then I may decide to start doing chapter reviews. So One Punch Man is a shonen battle manga. However, it is mainly a parody of shonen battle manga. It follows this dude named Saitama, who is a hero. However, the problem is that his life is very boring because he has trained himself so brutally hard that not only has he gone bald, but now he can defeat any enemy no matter what with one punch. Now, having the main character start off as powerful as they can possibly be is a really interesting twist for shonen manga because we barely ever see that. In fact, I don't even know if we've ever seen that before. It usually just starts off with the hero who may not be that strong, he has a long way to go, and by the end of the series, he is a badass and can one-shot everyone. However, in this series, it starts off that way. Now, it's not like Saitama isn't needed in this world. There are a crap ton of monsters in this series. Like in the first volume alone, the town or the world or whatever was just attacked by hordes and hordes of monsters, all these crazy people. However, what's so great is that Saitama can beat them in one punch. So in the first volume, we get introduced to Saitama the One Punch Man, and man, he is awesome. Like, there's a bunch of threatening enemies that show up in this volume, but it don't matter because he will always beat them in one punch, and it is pretty hilarious. There is a scene in this volume where this dude's brother genetically modifies him so that he is the size of a city. And we see just how dangerous this guy is. He's literally destroying cities just by slapping his fist down. And Saitama shows up and he's like, boom, you're dead. And you may be thinking, you know, that sounds kind of boring. Just the guy always killing his enemies in one punch. Where's the fun in that? But this series is very much a comedy, and a lot of the funny bits come from how Saitama reacts to things. Because most of the times, he doesn't even care. When he punches the giant monster dude the size of a city, he crashes into another city, destroying it, and all Saitama says is, oops. He's not going to lose any sleep over killing thousands and thousands of innocents, and that's what makes this series very dark but also very funny. So most of this volume consists of enemies attacking and Saitama beating them with one punch, but eventually we see this character named Genos, who is a cyborg, and he is trying to defeat an enemy by himself. But it doesn't quite work because he gets the crap beaten out of him, and eventually he is about to kill himself, going to self-destruct so he can defeat the enemy. But of course Saitama shows up, defeats him in one punch, and now Genos wants to be his apprentice. Now, like I said before, Saitama really doesn't give a crap about anything, so he's home by himself, and then Genos comes, wants to be trained by him. Then, of course, more enemies show up, and they have to go deal with them, and that's about where this volume ends off. It was pretty repetitive, but I think just because it was more of a parody of shonen battle manga, and just because I laughed a lot, I thought this was a very enjoyable volume. I doubt the entire series continues like that, because eventually they would have to introduce some new material, but I think it got off to a very enjoyable start. Also, in the last chapter, we get some backstory. We get to see how much of a weakling Saitama used to be when he was in junior high school, and how ironic that is, just because now he doesn't give a crap. He can beat anyone anyone in the universe. Right now it honestly doesn't look like his powers have any limits at all. And on the very last couple of pages, we see Saitama. He's out in the snow somewhere, and this giant, like, huge snowman monster thing comes out of friggin' nowhere. And you see him, he's just, like, shocked. He's, like, staring at it. He looks terrified. But all he's afraid of is that he forgot to put his garbage out. So those were my first impressions on One Punch Man. So far I think it's a hilarious and really enjoyable series. I love how it takes the standard tropes of shonen battle manga and kind of reverses them. I cannot wait to read the second volume. In Japan only 9 volumes have been released so far. However, I believe up until volume 6 Viz will be releasing them every 2 months. So I cannot wait to pick those up. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd also really like to thank you guys for all the support I've been getting. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers recently, a lot of people commenting and liking and sharing my videos and just having big discussions in the comments. It's been really awesome. And I'm just really glad that you guys are enjoying my videos. So thanks a bunch, and I will see you in the next video.